drive was impressive. 8 gigs of RAM was impressive. Any of the AMD processors were known as the fastest that are out there. Never before have we put an AMD A12 processor into a computer as a today's special value. Why? It was just too expensive. The term lightning fast makes lightning look slow. The AMD A12. This computer doesn't have 8 gigs of RAM, it's got 12. And it's not DDR3 random access memory, it's a step up to the DDR4, which means multitasking is easier than ever before. And that terabyte hard drive that we were so proud of early in the summer is now 2 terabytes. That's like adding an extra garage to the garage. To fill that up is going to be tough. Then what they did is HP built colors for us that no one has ever seen. This mint green and that violet have never been done. Oh, I call it violet. It's lilac. What is it? Lilac? Has never been done in computers before. So we've got the lowest price ever. We've got 6 easy pay payments. We even have, for the first time that I can remember, a special deal that if you buy it with your Q card, you can finance it for up to 9 months. And we'll tell you all about that. But when you hear the specs and you see the pricing, you'll fully understand why 20,000 people have picked it up. That's an amazing number. 20,000 people. Here's how it breaks down. There's 2 choices, and they're simple. You can pick a 15-inch with or without Microsoft Office. That's a $50 upgrade, which is normally a $70 upgrade in the marketplace. You then also have your 17-inch laptop with or without the Microsoft Office. Either way you cut it, you're looking at the best prices we've ever had on a today's special value computer for the holidays. $529.98 up to $629.98, all of them available on Easy Pay. We then add your lifetime of antivirus. You will not be paying a bill for McAfee antivirus. It's included, not for a year, but forever. We give you premier PC tech support for the life of the computer. Things like File Center Pro 9, the Corel Paint Shop Pro 9. Also, LapLink PC Mover Pro, their 10th edition. And that is the easiest, simplest way to get all your photos, all your word processing, your documents, etc., onto your new computer from your old one. It is just awesome. I want to introduce you to a special gentleman. He's going to help us out. By the way, there's the software bundle that we give to you. The software bundle by itself is valued at twice what we're charging for the computer. Alex, welcome back.
Thanks so much.
How are you?
Great, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be back.
This is huge.
This is beyond huge.
This is game-changing. We get to do the nanny poo-poo dance to every other retailer.
That's it.
Because they can't beat what we've got.
No.
20,000 people. It is, I'm looking, 5 minutes after 9 a.m. Since we first made it available, 20,000 people have picked up their new computers.
Yeah, you were talking about it. This is really the total package. You're going to be seeing a lot of deals out there, but what makes this deal special is the fact that there's a lot of companies out there that are going to cut corners. And that means they may give you a high-end processor, but they might give you a little bit of RAM. So you might see 4 gigs of RAM or 6 gigs of RAM. This has 12 gigabytes of RAM. Then we're talking about storage. Normally, we're talking and we get excited about a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is more than enough for an entire family.
That was bragging rights.
That was.
At the summer.
And now we're talking about a 2 terabyte hard drive. So you couple that in with the A12 processor, the latest and greatest from AMD, which is the engine behind your PC, and you've got a home run all the way around.
If your computer is slow, if it's frustrating, cliches, lightning fast. No, this makes lightning slow.
Yeah,
and we've really got the experts. By the way, it's HP, the #1 brand name of computers in the world. And I have a panel of experts, including yourself, troublemaker in the middle. How are you? It's good to see you. You are going to be helping us. Are you Matt?
Yeah, you bet.
And your area of expertise with HP, Matt?
Actually, AMD.
AMD, all right.
Yeah, we are here today to actually run through a lot of the questions that relates to AMD and some really cool fun facts about AMD.
Christine Kane, I've worked with her for many, many years, one of my dearest, dearest friends. You're going to be answering some of our social questions as they come in.
I am. So I would highly recommend that you post your questions actually on QVC.com on the product page. So if you click into the Today's Special Value, scroll to the very bottom of the page, you can post your questions there. I'm answering them live. Actually, all of us are answering these questions live throughout the day.
Wonderful.
If they're great questions that we're getting repeatedly, we're going to throw them out on the air. So definitely let me know.
And is it Dave?
It is.
Dave, you're our expert with Microsoft.
Yes.
And there's nothing like Microsoft. I mean, we were talking about, oh my gosh, the majority of the world working with Microsoft. So you're going to be answering questions about the 365 personal.
Windows 10 and Office 365, yeah.
Beautiful. Wouldn't be without either one. By the way, their new program for the Windows 10 is the best operating system. And I'm the slow adapter. I'm the guy who still has an AOL account. You've got mail. But Windows 10 is phenomenal. Alex, let's dive into it again. We challenge anyone, get a piece of paper and write down some of these features that we can make available here that no other retailer can touch, and then check around. Check around.
Right. Yeah, and I did it myself. I went online, I looked at all the circulars. You're not going to find a machine that has this powerful performance. Of course, we're talking again about that AMD A12 quad-core processor, which is incredible. Great for multitasking and running programs. We talked about it, that 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm going to share some great tips and some great things that you can do with that a little bit later. You've got that beautiful 15 or 17-inch full HD screen. Windows 10, the best of the best. So many fun things you can do with it. Look at that, a full-size numeric keypad. I love the fact that you still have the numerical pad on the right.
That excites me because that's what so many people are cutting out of their computers
exactly,
just to save
cost, right?
Yeah.
We heard you. We know that you love it. We love it too. We're also giving you that built-in webcam, which is a True Vision HD camera. I'm going to show you why that's so great a little bit later on. And then all the connectivity ports that you can possibly need, and including premier PC tech support for the life of the computer. How great is that? 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And then we upgraded the battery. Normally we give you a 3-cell battery. At no additional cost, we've added a 4-cell battery, which is going to give you about 29% better performance, better battery life in this computer.
At the lowest price of any Today's Special Value computer that we have ever done for the holidays. Electronics are the only thing in our modern lives that keep getting better and better and better, and the price goes down.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
HP has also built colors for us. The white is the most limited in a 15-inch without Office. There's 150 of them remaining for the entire day. That's it. This brand new mint green, that's exclusive. So is this lilac, and that was very popular this morning.
Yeah, makes sense.
In our late night hours, people were really clamoring for that. But we've got that in 15-inch and 17-inch. Red, and that's HP Red.
It really is.
That makes the personal computer very personal, yes. And you should mention, by the way, that it's the interior as well as the exterior. By the way, they have to label it for me because otherwise I can't tell them apart. Here's our teal. And the teal's just fun. That's bright.
It really is. Very Miami, very Art Deco.
If we go back 5 years ago, computers were all either black or then if you were the crazy one in the family, you got silver.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, look at silver. That almost looks boring compared to these other colors. Look at that.
Yeah, it's very modern. And you know what? You're not going to find these at those big box retailer stores.
At all.
This is that partnership that we have with HP. And you're right, the 2 exclusive colors are phenomenal.
They're smoking. And then we got purple, and then we've got the blue. But it's about what goes on the inside. Because, Alex, I'm learning, because I work with people like you, and I've worked with Christine forever. They all look like rectangular boxes. And you walk into these stores, and you have no idea what's what.
Right.
It's what's inside that makes the difference, and it starts with AMD.
It really does. It's from the top down. So you've got the processor, which is really the engine or the brain behind the machine. So your computer is only as good as that engine. So if you want to go 0 to 60, but you have, a 4-cylinder engine, it's going to take you a while. You're going to get stuttering. You're going to get lag. Not with an AMD A12 processor. You've got more than enough power, look at that, to watch videos, to play games, if you want to open up different applications.
When you said play games, AMD is known as the processor that goes into the PlayStation.
Yep. The Xboxes.
And those are highly intensive in their graphics.
They really are. And what's great is you couple that with Microsoft. Microsoft has this thing called Play Anywhere. So you can now download Xbox games and play them on here, and you can take them with you. So if you have an Xbox, you can start your game at home, and then you can take it on the road with you with certain games.
Which I got to tell you, it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm in this dilemma where I bought a video game, and on the box it said for mature audiences only.
Uh-oh.
And I realized I'm 55 years of age and I'm playing video games.
Nothing wrong with that.
I may not be mature enough for the game.
Oh, no. Well, you know what? That's a new world problem there, right?
Well, AMD, and they make a series, and there's an AMD, there's an A4, there's an A8, there's an A10, and now there's the A12. And they are exponentially much, much faster as you step up the rungs of the ladder.
Correct.
This map that you do is a great example of how fast a processor is.
Yeah, so look at this. This is an intense program. This is Maps. It comes with Windows 10. It's actually one of my favorite programs. Why? Because you can explore different cities. Right now, I'm in Barcelona, and I'm looking at a 3D rendering, and look how quickly. Let's go from Barcelona to Baltimore, Maryland. And look at this. I'm going to take you across the world, and look at how fast this renders. Look at how quickly you're going to get Baltimore up and running. And again, that is all possible, and thanks to that A12 processor.
On my 2-year-old computer, that took several moments to do.
And look at that.
And now it just happens at the speed of light.
It really does. So think about not only gaming, because not everyone games, but we all open up Windows. We live in a multitasking society.
Agreed.
And I'm going to show you that here. Look how many programs I have running. This is that 12 gigabytes of RAM in action. You see the video, Dan? It's still playing.
In high definition.
In
By the
high
way,
definition.
Earlier this summer, we couldn't put more than 8 gigs of RAM into a computer. It wasn't physically possible. Now we're at 12.
Exactly. You know what that means? You buy this now, you're going to be set for years upon years to come. And let's take a look at those so-called processors right now that they're selling on Black Friday, or maybe even the processor that you have in your older laptop. This is an entry-level processor. You start opening up these applications. Eventually, what's going to happen? You're going to get a backlog. It's going to slow down. But then you look to the right. There's that AMD A12 7th generation processor in action. Everything flows.
7th generation.
It is.
It's the newest of the new.
Latest and greatest.
You cannot beat this. And I challenge you. I made the comment earlier. I was on much earlier this morning. I've been here for 28 Christmases.
Wow.
I do not work on commission. So if you can find your HP computer with all these features, all these benefits at a better price somewhere else, buy it there.
Yeah, and you're not.
You're not
challenge
going
you to go
There's
look.
no way.
But just keep in mind, we did this, we teamed up with QVC for Black Friday. So this is it. We came together and we heard you. We know that you want the absolute best specs, the absolute best laptop at the absolute best price. And that's what we were able to do.
You're also getting a 2 terabyte hard drive. We're going to go over to our expert. Matt, how you doing?
Hey, doing great.
What do you have coming in? What are people asking you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got a lot of questions coming in, but I'd like to share a couple of fun facts about AMD quickly. We hear a ton of exciting things, and again, I'm sitting here with my lovely friends from HP and also Microsoft. We're having a great time up here answering all these questions. So, AMD A12 7th generation is a huge processor. We spent years to actually make this, partnered with HP. And some fun facts about the processor is that everybody's heard of Times Square. Huge lights, bright, everything. AMD is a company that you mentioned. We're focused on gaming. We're focused on graphics in general. We're the company that powers the largest billboard in Times Square from a graphics perspective. Absolutely cool. And another really fun fact, too, and again, it's all about power that this PC has. Again, AMD 7th generation A12, there are things, computers in the world called supercomputers. There is one in Europe called the Orion supercomputer, and AMD is the same company that powers that one. So if you think about it, the engineering teams that we have in market to actually build both of those, the Times Square billboard supercomputer, same one that's in this PC.
So you're getting the best of the best.
You're getting the best of the best, and that's a lot of the questions that are coming in are based on that, and and we're absolutely here to answer those and keep telling the story.
Well, again, what we wanted to do for today that is extraordinary special is bring together the experts, bring those people in the industry that know computing better than anyone else, and it starts with HP. They are the #1 brand name. This is an amazing number, 2.5 million HP computers have been purchased by you, our QVC audience. Why? Because we give you not only great equipment, AMD, the folks at Microsoft, HP together, but we give you the full experience. We're going to make sure that your antivirus is covered for the life of your computer.
Right.